7 down, 1 to go. Where will Celtic and Rangers finish at this point? Nobody knows. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's match day 7, Champions League, Europa League. We say bye-bye to the Conference League for a few weeks, for a few games until we get into the knockout stages of that. But it's time to talk about the best competition in Europe. Europe's finest competition, and of course the Champions League. So with that said, let's get into it. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. It's good night for football.
Absolutely right. I'm no happy still, so bear with us. But anyway, Atlanta 5, Atalanta 5, Stormgrass 0. Stormgrass.
I take it we're just getting straight into it.
We're getting straight into it. Don't you worry about it. They're just a team that's no Champions League quality.
No, but they're in, aren't they? Like, they've got to represent.
They got to represent. Austria team, Max Johnson over there. Wish him all the best, but...
It's a weird move. Didn't understand it at the time. Don't understand it now. Think the guy would have been better if he stayed in Scotland or went to, a better league than Stormgrass. I don't know. It was just a strange move, in my opinion, for Max Johnson. Is he playing well? Is he doing well over there? Couldn't tell you. Is he still there, actually?
He is. I know for a fact. I think he was playing. Anyway, Monaco won, Aston Villa 0. Monaco took the lead about the 8th minute, and Aston Villa just didn't really look into it. So, at least it sets up a more intriguing game. It's Villa Park between them and Celtic. Both need to win to have a hope of top 8. So, no bad.
Yeah, I feel like we've just fired straight into the results here for the European Review Show. No banter, no.
I'm not in the mood for banter, my friend.
No shite talking.
We do that anyway. That comes with the territory.
All right, fair enough.
What was your thoughts on Aston Villa?
They've done the hard part. They're gonna qualify. They beat better teams in Monaco. Disappointing defeat in my eyes.
Beat Bayern.
But here they'll be in the next round. Don't worry about it.
Slovan Bratislava 1, Stuttgart 3. I predicted this. I did a bet on this and I got it right. Stuttgart spicing things up.
Stuttgart, they're putting pressure. Well, they could have put pressure on Celtic, but obviously Celtic relieved all the pressure with that late classic Adam Ida goal. So, Stuttgart, maybe they can put pressure on PSG and Man City and all the other wee diddy teams that are just about hanging in above the top 24, but they'll not be catching Celtic, that's for sure. Absolutely. Well, actually, they might catch Celtic, but Celtic's still going to be above the top 24 teams. So
absolutely right. Club Brugge 0, Juventus 0. A bit of a boring draw. I also bet this is a draw. Then Atletico 2, Leverkusen 1. I bet Atletico to beat Leverkusen. A lot of red cards in this. A wee bit of drama with Jeremy Frimpong because he booted a bunch of flowers, and apparently it's some ceremony. You're not allowed to boot flowers at the Metropano Stadium in Madrid. No.
Well, maybe he should have got a red card for that then, eh?
Well, maybe he did. Benfica 4, Barca 5, game of the week.
What a game, 9-goal thriller.
I had Barca. They came back and won the 96th minute, but there was a team coming up the shaft. Great goals in this. But you know what? You can't be 3-1 up, 4-2 up and lose 5-4.
Nah, it's not a good look, man.
I know they went down to 10 men.
Try to see the game out, especially at home. They disappointing, but Barca got the win over Benfica. Great game of football, though. Liverpool 2, Lille 1. Didn't you see the highlights for this?
Did you not?
No, so I can't say shit.
I watched the game.
Good for you.
I played the game. Deflected shot. Salah doing what he does best. Lille were actually pretty unlucky. They probably should have got a draw at the game, but Liverpool are just continuing what they do, man. They've won every game in the Champions League. Can't dispute it. Up next, though, Bologna 2, Dortmund 1. A quick-fire double put Borussia Dortmund out of contention and put my bet in the mud. Screwed me at 500 quid this.
I don't think anybody really cares about your bet, to be honest.
I think they do.
Well,
I completely disagree. There will be bloody sharks in the water smelling blood at the fact that I've lost money. So to come around and suggest that's crazy. PSV defeated Red Star Belgrade 3-2. We move into Wednesday. Leipzig finally get a bunch of points on the board. 2-1 win against Sporting Lisbon. Shakhtar Donetsk defeated Brest 2-0. Real Madrid defeated Salzburg 5-1. And PSG defeated Man City 4-2. Man City 2-0 up. Just not the same Man City of old, isn't it not?
No, it's not. I think the Pepe are done. Can they be good again? Absolutely. But, Man City are a wee bit like Michael van Gerwen, in my opinion. They can still get back to a good level. But I think we've seen the best of them.
Yeah, I think Pep will be away soon. I know he signed an extension.
Like,
but
I'm not saying that he can't get them playing back to like a very good level. I'm not saying that they'll never reclaim their position as the best team in England, potentially best team in Europe. I think they could do that, but I think we've already seen peak Manchester City. I think that's come and gone.
I would agree. Yeah.
I mean, I look at the players that have been key to Man City over the years, and me, they're just a little bit older now. And yeah, I just think we've seen the best. And sometimes you need to move on. And to be honest, I think we've seen it with Pep as well at the end of his Bayern Munich and at the end of his Barca runs, where his teams were getting a little bit stale. Maybe he's outstayed his welcome at Manchester City. Maybe he should have left while he was on top. But yeah, it's hard to leave when you're on top because when you're winning, you want to continue to win. So I don't blame him for that. But
absolutely not. But I tell you what, all good eras come to an end, don't they? Doesn't matter what football team or what football club you are. Doesn't matter what league you're in. All eras come to an end, even if they seem like they won't. Sparta Prague 0, Inter 1, Arsenal 3, Dynamo Zagreb 0. Goals for Rice, good goal. Odegaard on the end of it as well, and it was good Martinelli cross as well. So Arsenal back to winning ways. Yeah, Dynamo Zagreb kind of needed a result, didn't they? And they've got half a chance in the final game. I believe they're at home against AC Milan, so you could expect something there. Celtic 1, Young Boys 0. Obviously that is the highlight of the Champions League here on Fog Football. The fact that Celtic went through, they've advanced. They're way into the knockout stages for the first time since 2012-13. You couldn't believe it. You thought it was 2007 was the last time Celtic advanced.
I can't. I thought it was 2007, 2008. I didn't realise it was 2012. That one must have sneaked past me, so congratulations.
2012, not the best year. Anyway, Celtic won. Adam Medea shot, deflected in, off Benito. And you know what? I touched on this earlier in the other fid. It's kind
fucking Blue Mac.
Blue Mac. Well, you know what? Let's talk about Big Mac. Let's talk about Big Mac Kyogo. Right? Do not understand, right? Why didn't Kyogo say goodbye? They knew this deal was borderline done. It's so weird that Kyogo is going to be leaving Parkhead without a proper goodbye. The Rennes manager has spoke about he wants him to play on Saturday. And if he's playing on Saturday, when's he going to be saying goodbye to Celtic fans? It's weird that, isn't it? You thought Kyogo would have said goodbye.
Well, I guess it's a grown man. Maybe he doesn't need to say goodbye. I'm sure he'll put out a tweet or something and say, thanks for the memories. Guys.
The memories will never die, sort of thing.
Not everyone gets a big send-off. Normally that's an end of the season thing. And
yeah, it doesn't happen in January.
Yeah, I think you're looking too much into it. How can they give him a send-off when they don't even know he's gone?
No, I'm not blaming anyone.
Yeah, I get it. Maybe the talks were advanced, but it would look fucking dumb if Kyogo paraded around Celtic Park saying goodbye and then the talks with Rennes broke down. So, I understand it. Ideally, it would have been nice. I think he deserves.
No, but my point is, it's like there was wee rumours, right? And then as soon as the final whistle went, it went into overdrive. Oh, these advanced talks. This deal's going to happen. Anyway, 1-0 Celtic. They're through. Great result. Phenomenal result. Feyenoord 3, Bayern Munich 0. Did not expect this in the slightest. Come on, what are Feyenoord doing? Massive win for them. Milan defeated Girona 1-0. And we'll look at the league table. So as the league table as it follows, we have got Liverpool sitting at the top.
Did we even talk about Adam Ida goal?
Yeah, where have you been?
Replying to a comment.
Well, go there. Liverpool top of the league. What do you make of that?
Well, it's nothing new. They're top of the English Premiership. They're top of the Champions League. They're just top of everything at the moment. They're dominating. They're playing some great stuff. Arne Slot, what a guy. He came in. Didn't think I thought honestly he was going to struggle. I thought Liverpool this season, if they finished top 4, they'd be doing really well. And in the Champions League, obviously didn't really know how this new format was going to work out. But, I assumed that Liverpool were going to be good enough to finish in the top 24. But again, didn't expect them to be anywhere near the top of the table. But, what a great job he's done coming in. And, he's barely lost a game. Hasn't lost in Europe. I think he's only lost, once or something? Maybe twice domestically. But even then, still has a healthy lead over Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Massive favourites for the Premier League. At this point, probably favourites as well for the Champions League. I mean, it's been fantastic for Arne Slot, so give him all the credit in the world. I wasn't expecting it.
I think the only game they've lost is at home to Bournemouth. They're pretty good. Ryan Christie, number 8, turn it up down in the Premier League.
Wee bit surprised to see Arsenal up in third. Gotta be honest, wasn't really expecting that, but they're there. Then you got Inter, Atletico, Milan, Atalanta. You got Leverkusen in there as well. So some decent teams for sure. Atlanta up in 7th place. Guess that shows you that Celtic's draw against them actually was a really good result.
It was.
Aston Villa drop out of the top 8 there. Then you got Monaco, Feyenoord, Lille, Brest, Dortmund, who are kind of struggling. They had a really good win over Celtic, but they're down in 14th now. So
what a crucial thing is for Celtic, which you might not actually realise here, is you want to finish in those seeded positions.
Aye, those seeded positions are.
And the goal difference here, it's like that's why you need to score more goals, because the difference between facing like a Real Madrid Bayern or then saying that, look, I mean the unseeded spot, it'll be a tough one. What about Man City?
See how good of a position Celtic would be in if they could have just turned one of those draws into a win.
Absolutely.
And that's not being bitter. That's just just stating the obvious fact there. Had they got an extra 2 points on the board.
Yeah, because 14 takes you into the top 8.
Yeah, 14 might be enough to get you seeded in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But as things are looking at the moment, I would assume that Celtic probably need at least a draw. But they might even need a win to get into the top 16. Which here maybe they can do, but Aston Villa will also be looking for a win to get into the top 8. So, that's going to be a good game of football. Both teams will go for it. I think both teams have nothing to lose, though.
They'll definitely be.
They've already qualified. So, here, I think Celtic Aston Villa has got potential to be an absolute classic.
Same. I think it'll be a lot easier on the eye than Rangers United.
Villa are obviously favourites, but I wouldn't be surprised if I think Celtic can go down there and do a job on them. It'll be interesting. Be a good game. I'll be watching.
I'll be watching.
I wonder who'll be leading the line. Unlikely to be Kyogo.
Yeah.
Will it be Adam Adea? Will it be Dyson Maeda? Will it be a new signing? We're going to have to wait and see, but a new signing is unlikely to be able to play in the Champions League. So
is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday next week?
So yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's like a new signing wouldn't be eligible. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I'm going to assume Dyson Maeda. It could.
I think that's a ridiculous rule, by the way. This whole register pish. Why? Why do we need to abide by? No, seriously, it's like, seeing you actually break it down, how have you got clubs, right, that can go spend like $1 billion like Chelsea, but they're allowed in competitions, but every club has to abide by, if you didn't register a player by this time, you can't play him. I think it's corrupt. But anyway, Man City, 25th. What do you make of Man City? I believe their last game is at home against someone relatively pish, so do you think Man City are out?
I think that a win will probably get them in there because, they've got positive goal difference. There's a bunch, but then again, so do the other teams on 10 points. I'd need to see. There's so many different variables now. There's so many games that can decide it.
Yeah, like, see if the 6 teams above them, right, are playing 6 teams below them.
Then they're in trouble.
They're in deep shit, but
the likelihood is, some of these teams at Man City are looking to finish above. One of them, at least one or two of them, is going to be playing a top team, you'd assume.
Yeah, well, let's just have a wee quick look, actually.
I'd say it's in Man City's own hands. If Man City win their final game, they should be fine. But yeah, will they win it? Club Brugge? Not. Yeah. That in the past, that's a game where you'd go automatic win for City. But
Club Brugge are a team that will be wanting to. A draw does them.
A draw guarantees Club Brugge a spot in the next round.
Yep.
Club Brugge know that, and as Club Brugge, a defeat puts them behind City. So here they will be up for that big time.
No, they will be. And there is obviously the bottom of the table: Bratislava and Young Boys. Moving into the Europa League.
They got in common apart from they're both shite.
That's it. Galatasaray 3, Dynamo Kiev 3. Good game there. Besiktas defeating the Athletic Bilbao 4-1. Crazy. Into Thursday though. See that? I just see United sitting with a 2 there. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, damn it. Anyway, Porto nil, Olympiacos 1, AZ Alkmaar 1, Roma nil, Fenerbahce nil, Lyon nil, Qarabag 2, FCSB 3. FCSB are in the top 8, I believe, but we'll get to that table in a minute. Victoria Pleasant 2, Anderlecht nil, Bodo Glimt 3, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. That game right there, Bodo Glimt and Maccabi Tel Aviv, just sums up the quality of the Europa League. Like, you can get big games like Rangers and United, but you can also get shite games like that. Malmo defeated by 20. Hoffenheim defeated by Tottenham. Big Ange needed that. We've hyped up the fact that, obviously you can win the Europa League and get Champions League football. Ange needs to go far in the Europa League for me.
Aye, his time's running out. Premier League, he's not doing well domestically. I mean, he's got a chance of making a cup final, but, I think people expect Liverpool to probably overturn that. We'll have to wait and see if they do. But, a run in Europe would certainly buy him time, and he needs time because his time could be up.
His time could be up very soon, but hopefully Big Ange, he can stay in the job. Right up next, Rangers United. What is there to say that's not been said? And you know what? I'm just not buying this. Like, see the whole they played well. A lot of players can hold their hands up. I'm not having a go at the youngsters, right? See if you're making your debut or you're making your second appearance for Rangers at Old Trafford out of position, where like 5 other players are out of position. It's not on them, really, the youngsters, but it's mistakes, man. So much is getting made of this. Like, yes, it's Old Trafford, yes, it's Man United, but it's almost like it's Man United by name. It's not Man United by reality. This is like literally the worst United team in donkeys. Just look at that game tonight. I thought Rangers were scared of United. If you look at Rangers like away performances like against Nice, and Malmo, and I get it, Malmo and Nice, they're not on the level of United, but if they just showed a bit more belief, they could have done a lot more, and they didn't. United were poor defensively, they were poor going forward. How many chances do you want to squander? But Jack Butland's no good enough for me. Liam Kelly should be starting the next game. But you know what? Dundee United on Sunday. I just know Clement's not going to play the likes of Bailey Rice. He's not going to play Finlay Curtis. It's taken him so long to get Igamani in the starting 11. It took him so long to get Nsala in the starting 11. And it'll be the exact same with these guys. By the time they get in, it'll probably be too late. But Man United win. Sour grapes. I'm fucking raging.
United are shite. They're that bad that this depleted Rangers team, fully 18-year-olds, came down to England, and you weren't hoping, you were expecting Rangers to get a result.
I predicted 3-2.
That kind of shows you how bad United are. This struggling Rangers team coming down to Old Trafford, and you actually expect Rangers to get a result. Crazy. Man United coming into this game had lost 5 at their last 8. That's a shocking record, man.
Well, put it this.
You can't argue it, man. This is the worst United team in history. I don't care if they got relegated before. This team's capable of getting relegated. They're just lucky that the gulf is bigger now. They talk about, the Premier League, we've got 20 teams, they're all the same, 20 capable teams. Look at the gap between the best team in the league and the worst team in the league. It's bigger than it's ever been before, yet they peddle this 20 competitive league bullshit, man. See, if it was a competitive league, then United would be going down, because they are fucking garbage. But they're just lucky that teams that come up for the championship, it's hard for them to bridge the gap. I know you get the odd exception, but majority of them go straight back down. They're lucky that 14, 15, 16 doesn't get relegated, because that's where they're going to finish.
They've ruined English football because they get parachute payments, so they're nowhere near good enough for the Premier League, but they're too good for the Championship.
It's always the same draw, isn't it? Coming up and going straight back.
There is the odd exception, like Luton and Ipswich, but yeah, Rangers. And that's why I'm annoyed, because it's an awful United team, and it was mistakes that cost Rangers at the end of the day. But anyway, we move on. Of course, the next team's Frankfurt. Fucking what is this?
Frankfurt.
What I would say though.
Well, our team's got a wee bit of history on this channel
as well. See if Rangers got United in the last 16 over 2 legs, I'd fancy them. Because you hopefully there'll just be less injuries, and we'd also have like the likes of Hadji, Danilo, and then Salah coming in. So yeah. Anyway, Frankfurt 2-0, Lazio 3-1, PAC 2-0, 2-1 to Union Saint Gilloise, who are actually doing really well. 4 red cards in that game, which Ludogorets 0, Midtjylland 2, RFS 1, Ajax nil. That's massive, isn't it? RFS defeat.
That's what happened. What happened to Ajax? Wasn't that long ago they were
Semi-finals, Champions League.
Honestly,
Probably
like
about 20 years ago, to be honest. But
they were probably a top 5 team in the world at one point. It seemed that way.
mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, they're losing to RFS.
A sofa brand.
Massive fall for grace.
That's DFS anyway, and then Elfsborg defeating Nice. So let's move in to the table, which of course is topped up by Lazio, 6 wins and a draw. Frankfurt sitting second, Man United up to 4th, Tottenham in 6th. You've got FCSB there in 8th, and you look Rangers down to 13th, sit on 11 points. So yeah, Rangers is guaranteed because it's got that wee green and blue thing beside it. So let's just assume Rangers get top 16 to 9th. I mean, you'd fancy them against most teams here, wouldn't you?
I think Real Sociedad and Roma are the 2 teams that you'd want to avoid. The Turkish teams could cause a bit of a problem, but I mean, I'd say they're winnable ties. Porto, though, down in 26th place there. Braga, Hoffenheim.
I would kind of like this.
Struggling.
I would kind of like this to just stay in the order that it is and not the likes of Hoffenheim and Porto get in.
Yeah, they're 2 teams that could maybe throw a spanner.
But you
in
know,
the works there,
Rangers could very easily get like a Ferencváros, Elfsborg, and Midtjylland pack, and it's like that should be through to the next round.
So you can only beat who's in front of you, so we'll have to wait and see who they get.
And did Kiev lose again? No, they drew.
Nice in there, it's a bit surprising, isn't it?
Really? Well, there you go. Nice are shite.
Only 2 points after 7 games.
Yeah, we've got to be fair. You know, Nice and Malmo, 2 teams that Rangers beating this. Both down at the bottom.
Aye. Maybe Rangers' results aren't that impressive. Anyway,
right.
Coefficients. Let's see what's impressive there. Celtic are doing really well.
Yep, Celtic obviously with 15 coefficient points. They've changed it this year to make your competition more worth it from when you get a win. I agree with that.
I think that's right. If you're winning games in the Champions League, that should count for more than winning games in the Europa or the Conference League, because it's the bigger competition, the better competition. So
I mean, I guess you could argue, like, is it fair on teams like Larne getting the same as like a Chelsea? I think that's where you could draw the line, but then where do you draw the line? Because obviously, like, if you're a team that should be in the Champions League but you go into the Conference League, your points are worth the same as a Diddy team like TNS Larne.
Well, you can't change it just because you're lower ranked than the coefficient. How would that be fair?
No, I know you can't, but I guess that's where you could cause an argument. But 15...
No, there's no argument. I think it should go on competition, and that's the way it goes. So,
tell you what, man, I am looking at Heart and Midtjylland.
That's like you saying that.
Nice deflection.
That's like you saying that Celtic should get more coefficient points for a win in the Champions League than like Real Madrid should. That's just, man, it's dumb.
No, it's never going to happen. But look at this.
And for good reason.
Look at Hearts.
It's not. Shite, aye, look at that. 5 defeats. Absolutely bogging. Disaster of a season. I just want it to end.
Same.
I just want it to fucking end. Hate football. Don't want to talk about it anymore. How about that? How's that for bitterness?
That is pretty bitter, isn't it? You fucking get
Where's our £10 million signings?
Where's mine?
Where's our
Hearts spend more money than Rangers?
Where's our disco lights? You know?
Where are they?
Don't have any.
Don't have any, guys.
We'll never need any.
Panic at the Disco. Shite. And that's where we're going to end it. So, I mean, there is a guaranteed minimum of 6 more games. Next week, Rangers and Celtic play 2. And then, realistically, they should probably be in the knockouts, which gives them 2 games each. So, yeah, well, I mean, what do you make of that? At least 6 more games of Scottish teams in action.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Looking forward to it, guys. Anyway, peace.